So what's it like being back in the Valley?
Being back in the Valley, it feels good. It feels, I don't want to say the word comfortable. I don't like the word comfortable, but it feels good to just be back where I started. I feel like it gives me another motivation level that I needed, and I feel like it's going to be a good year. I definitely feel like that for sure.
Why did you decide to come back to ASU?
I just my time in Oregon, I loved it there, but it was just my time to step away. My heart wasn't there in that place no more, and it was time to start my new beginnings here.
What did this place give you that you were missing?
I feel like watching the players play, especially D line, they just look free. They don't look like they have to worry about much. Like they're playing real fast and just free, ready to stop the run, rush the pass, whatever needed.
Did you give ASU any real consideration out of high school?
Out of high school, no, not really. I'm not gonna lie. Just I had my mindset on these places that I had chosen, my top three, and I just looked at that.
What was the? Was it different staff, different vibe? What was the reason?
Definitely different vibe. At the time, Billy was there. He was like leaving, like at the time, but he was recruiting me there. So I feel like being there and I guess like taking advantage of that opportunity at the time, I feel like that energy was where I wanted to be. So.
What were your first impressions of Kenny when you first met him?
Kenny, I feel like Kenny's a really like I said, how the players play free. I kind of like it starts from him. I feel like him being the person that he is and just being himself allows the players to be themselves and play the football the way they want to.
What's it like being back?
With so many returning guys on the defense, how have you been able to fit in so far?
I think it's been great just getting to meet the guys and just talking to them about ball because like I haven't played much football, but I've watched a lot in the last 2 years. So just being able to just pick their minds on what they have actually played and experienced, it's been great.
What's it like being back in the Valley?
Being back in the Valley is great. I love being out here, get to see the sun. You don't see the sun every day in Oregon, I promise you that.
Has being back here kind of given you a chance to train with some of the people I've trained with in high school or just with some of the coaches?
I haven't got to train too much yet, but I feel like when it's that time, I will be able to get to some of those old bridges, build those bridges.
What's your style as a player, and how are you fitting on the D-line?
For me, my style as a player, I like to stop the run, I like to rush the passer. I started as a pass rusher when I went to college, and over the time, just being able to watch different players play, I've developed into that I know that stopping the run is what you do to win games. So for me, I feel like that, and then bringing energy, like trying to make plays, run into the ball. My favorite thing is not sack. My favorite thing is chasing somebody down on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Something like that you don't see every day from a big guy.
Not being able to be on the field the past couple of years, how has that given you a new perspective on the game?
Definitely a great perspective. I feel like not playing has benefited me way more than I would say than I thought it would. I feel like for me, being able to watch, it has helped me develop a different IQ, and I feel like a more advanced level of understanding.
What have you thought about just like the culture here and like the leadership and how the vibe is?
I would say definitely like I said, it's just free. I feel like they feel at home, so they're able to be themselves, and the culture is very just be who you are. Come and work, and like what Coach said, have fun working harder than anybody else. Right?
Where else did you visit when you went to the portal?
In the portal, I know where I was going before I entered the portal. I feel like for me in the portal in general, I feel like you should play and like try and like go through it like it's high school again. I feel like once you're in the portal, it's kind of like it's a business. You got to get handled right away.
As far as what you've seen in these first few months, how has it been to what you expected when you first made that decision?
I kind of go in things. I don't really have like, I don't want to say expectations. I kind of just go in things and like take it as it is and just adapt and be able to be myself wherever I'm at.
What do you think about the D-line, like the returning guys, the tackles, how you fit in, all that?
The returning guy, I think I fit in well because I feel like I had something to our room that was maybe needed a little bit, as in like sacks and stuff like that and pass rushing. But I feel like those guys are like when I watched the D line, there was a reason I committed here when I was in my visit because of the fact that you just see free players, people playing nasty, playing fun. They look like they really want to be here and play for ASU.
Is there anybody on this team that's kind of showing you the ropes, taking you under their wing, really kind of been a leader for you?
Being a little older, I feel like as like I went through the last 2 years there, I don't feel like I had anybody like kind of be a leader for me. I would say I know people here too, like Navi. I went to school with Navi Brazan. I went to school with Caden, Hackle. And then I grew up with Derek English. So it's like being there and coming back home. I feel like it was a good decision because I already knew people. It was easy to fit in.
You felt, I was just going to say you fit in there.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Oregon has obviously one of the most talented rosters. Like, and ASU was a very successful team last year, CFP team. Like, what's the comparison like when you look at the level of athleticism, size, strength, whatever?
I think it's pretty similar. I think a lot just comes down to your mind. I feel like when it comes down to those teams that are good and great and on those levels, I feel like it comes down to just like how are you being intentional every day and just intentional in every play that you're taking.
Yeah. So ASU kind of replaced Jeff Clark as a number. I'm not saying they're the same type of guy. Do you feel like what are your expectations coming in terms of like a role or what you're trying to do?
I'm just gonna take advantage of whatever opportunity is given to me. Like, if I'm just a third down guy for the beginning of the year, that's cool with me. Like, I just want to be able to help the team win and be able to put on for the city, really.
What's Dyron said to you about like what he likes about you, what things he thinks he can squeeze out of you more?
I think what they like in general, the coaching staff, is just like my ability to just play fast, like my twitchiness and then my ability to like natural pass rush ability. I think that's one thing that they really like is that I have natural pass rush ability.
What do you make of what your expectations are for spring ball and kind of getting integrated with the guys on the field? You've been talking to guys off the field and kind of picking their brain, but being able to do it in between the lines and kind of getting that chemistry going early.
Yeah, I definitely think being able to like build chemistry with the other D line around, and then also the O line too, because then you know what pushes them and how to get them better. I feel like during spring ball, it's able to just build your game and really see how your teammates play and how you can help them.
Have you already noticed the competitive nature between the D line and the O line that's been fun to kind of get
for
started?
sure. In general, like coming here, there's definitely a more competitive nature between the team rather than I would say like just like a lot of just more drills that are competitive, like as in like runs and stuff like that. They do a lot more competing against each other rather than just like trying to beat yourself.
Assuming that you watched the Peach Bowl or you watched the Big 12 championship game, what was your impressions of ASU and the team and Kenny as you're watching?
Just like the will. I mean, Kenny, like, what I liked about Kenny is that he took the chance with the fake punt in that game, right? Fake punt, that's what he did, right? So I feel like just being able to take a chance and believe in the players you have, it shows just like how much like willpower, you know what I'm saying, that they can put together, and that the team is really working as one. That's what I feel like. To build a big comeback in that game too.
A lot of high-profile Arizona high school kids have left, and many of them have actually come back now. What do you think needs to change for ASU to get more of those high-profile guys when they're in high school? Is it just winning?
I think it'll be easier now that those guys are now coming home. I feel like there's not, when I was coming here, there was not many Arizona guys. There's a lot of California guys. So now there's a lot of different Arizona guys from all over the cities around in the locker room. So I feel like it'll be easier to recruit guys because they're people that they already know here.
Plus, it helps when you got a winning program.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah.